This lesson is about writing linear equations in slope-intercept form. So some of it's pretty easy, some of it's pretty challenging, very integral to algebra and all future math, so make sure you take some time and figure out what you're doing. So I tell you slope of your line is -2, in other words, m equals -2, and your y-intercept is 3, in other words, b equals 3, and you can notice the sarcasm here. This is really not that complicated. Once you have the slope and the y-intercept, you just write it. Y equals -2x plus 3. That easy. So let's get harder. Last unit we did a lot of graphing. Can you graph a line? How do you graph a line? How do you put it in a form that's graphable? Well, this unit we're going to do the opposite. We're going to take a graph and see if we can write the equation. So what's the equation of this line? Well, if that's the y-axis, we know that this is the b value. In this case, 1, 2, 3, it's 4 up. And then for the slope, it's change in y over change in x. It goes down 4, and it goes over 8. So that's your slope, and it equals -1/2. So the equation of the line, just like before, we write it simple enough, -1/2 x plus 4. Now, we move on. I give you 2 points. What's the equation of the line? I'm going to make your life pretty easy in this lesson. I'm almost always going to give you a 0, -5, which is the y-intercept. So that's the b value. B equals -5. Now we've got to find the slope, and that's a lot trickier. So we've done a little bit this before, so we're going to have to practice it now. M equals y2 minus y1 over 0 minus 3, x2 minus x1. In this case, -4 over -3, which equals 4/3. So there's our m value, there's our b value. The equation of the line is y equals 4/3 x minus 5. Now we can check our work. If we put in the 0 for x, cancel this whole portion out, we get -5, so that one works. If we put in the 3, we get 4. 4 minus 5 is -1, so that one works. Looks like we did it right. Now let's make your life a little more complicated. We put things in function notation. Well, don't let it bother you. That's just the x value. That's the y value. That's the x value. That's the y value. Now we already know the v value at x equals 0 is 5. So that's easy to find the intercept. And then we got to do the slope again. 17 minus 5 over 4 minus 0 is 12 over 4 is 3. Y equals, we're in function notation. F of x equals 3x plus 5. Let's check this one over here. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 5 is 17. 3 times 0 plus 5 is 5. Looks good. Now, next lesson, rolling right along, we're going to extend on this a little bit. Your life's not going to be so easy with the y-intercept being given. You're going to have to go figure it out. So in this case, this is part of the problem. Part of the more complicated problem. You'll have to do this at some point. You're already given the slope, which is nice, but you're not given the y-intercept. So put in y equals mx plus b. Call this the x value, this is the y value. So 3 equals -4 times -1 plus b. 3 equals 4 plus b. B equals -1. Y equals -4x minus 1. Check real quick. -4 times -1 is 4, minus 1 is 3. That's it. Looks good. Now, here we go. This is about as complicated as we get. And we'll take this and build on it. Don't have the slope, don't have the y-intercept. So we have to build everything. M equals -1 minus 5 over 2 minus -2. So plus plus. Negative 6 over 4 is negative 3 halves. Now plug it back in. Which one do you want to use? It doesn't matter. In this case, I'm going to use the first one. So y is 5. I'll write this y equals mx plus b first. 5 equals negative 3 halves times negative 2 plus b. So the negatives cancel. Twos cancel. I get 5 equals 3 plus b. Subtract 3 from both sides. 2 equals b. Y equals negative 3 halves x plus 2. Check my work. Negative 2 times negative 3 halves is positive 3 plus 2 is 5. Perfect. This one checks. 2. 2's cancel. Negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. Works. So there's 3 types of problems, including what we have from the previous lesson, 5.1. If I give you the slope and the intercept, just write the equation line. That's pretty easy. If I give you slope and a point, put in y equals mx plus b, and sub in the point to find b. If I give you 2 points, find the slope first. So let's do 2 examples, and I put one in function notation just to mess with you. Y equals mx plus b. This is x, this is y. 3 equals 2 times 6 plus b. 3 equals 12 plus b. Subtract 12. Negative 9 equals b. Y equals 2x minus 9. 2 times 6 is 12, minus 9 is 3. Checks nicely. Now we've done this one before. Label them. M equals negative 39 minus 9 over 11 minus negative 5. We get negative 48 over positive 16, which is equivalent to negative 3. So now we pick one. I'm just going to use the first one. Y equals mx plus b. Y value is 9. M is negative 3. X value is negative 5 plus b. 9 equals 15 plus b. Subtract 15 from both sides. Get b equals negative 6. Write our equation in function notation. F of x equals negative 3x minus 6. Negative 3 times 11 is negative 33, minus 6 is negative 39. Negative 3 times negative 5 is positive 15, minus 6 is 9. Beautiful. Very challenging work. Make sure you do lots of practice. Good luck.